Good morning, you guys. Welcome to my first day off in, we're at the lake. First proper day off, and like I said, it's been probably around 6 weeks or so. I am out for my morning walk. It is 7 a.m.-ish. I did not check. I tried to get out at 6:30, but I think I was running late, so it may actually be closer to 7:15 now. So I'm about a mile in. It's a little chillier than I thought it was going to be, but that's okay. I'll take it. So I decided I want to kind of vlog today's day off and do project shares and talk, kind of what does a truly lazy day for me look like. Normally I don't take days off. That's why it's been 6 weeks since I had a day off. I don't have anybody depending on me to do anything today other than feed the cats. And even then, I only have to feed the cats dinner. So I can eat when I'm hungry. I already prepped my food. So I have a leg of lamb that I put in the sous vide and already prepped. So when it's time for me to eat, I can throw it out on the grill, I can throw it on the Blackstone, or I can just pop it in the oven on broil. I'm basically just trying to get it crusty on the outside. It's already brought up to temperature. It's ready to eat. So, sorry, everybody's leaving for work or taking kids to school, so it's still early yet. It's not quiet in the neighborhood. I also have Brussels sprouts that I've already chopped and dressed in balsamic and oil. They were actually left over from another dinner, so when I'm ready to eat, I can throw those in the air fryer while the lamb is in the oven. And I have asparagus. I have not chopped that, but I'll just throw that with some, butter or bacon fat in the cast iron and saute that and cook it up. So food is already prepped for me. That'll be my lunch and dinner today. Generally, I'm not hungry until around 10:30. I got up at 4 instead of 3, so it'll definitely probably be closer to 10 when I'm ready to eat. I am working on my socks. These are the salt and pepper socks. So, by and large, I have my day kind of planned out. I want to finish the row 1 shawl and start my next project. Well, at least swatching for it, because each dyer has a different yarn base that they're submitting for the row 1. So, the gauge swatch is going to be based on probably the Stratus from Nomad. So that's no big deal. That will be the single most used yarn, I guess, for the year with row 1 projects. I would like to finish casting on the second pair of my dad's socks. I'm on the toes of pair number 2. It's black yarn though, so I could only work on it for about 30 minutes this morning before my eyes got tired. Not having my glasses is a little bit of a bear, especially trying to work with black yarn. So when it's a little bit lighter in the house, I'll finish casting those on. There's something else sitting there that I wanted to work on. I'll remember by the time I get home or when I look at the sofa area, but I do, in one of the show and tells upcoming, we'll talk about me cleaning up my sofa area. I had like 5 huge piles all over around my spot on the sofa, and I'm trying to get that cleaned up, and part of it is just casting on a whole bunch of socks, because I have 1 more that I want to do for Troy by the end of the year, and then the 4 for my dad, and I brought all the yarn down and I have all the needles out, and there's bins and boxes and bags that contain all those things, and it makes it look worse than it is. But I know what it is. I still want to be working on my Project Granny thing. So I'm just kind of going through and grabbing a card, making a square or 2, stacking them up. I do have a stack that needs the ends woven in, but I'd like to finish 1 or 2 weeks, get working on getting caught up now that I have scraps again. maybe drop a row or two in the corner to corner sport DK weight blanket. So we'll just, y'all come along with me. I want to watch season 2 of School Spirits. I'm in episode 3, so hopefully we'll get some good watching done. I'm hoping to be back. I have my clothes even laid out for me today. Like, I am just determined, once I get home, my day is on easy mode. So I'm gonna go home. I'll hydrate because I will have lost fluid by the end of my walk, and I was trying to make sure there wasn't a human up ahead. It's weird enough, I'm the woman that walks in nets, much less, you know, starts talking to herself too. Yeah, so I am gonna take a shower, hydrate, take a shower, dry my hair, because I'm trying to save what hair I have. So I'm gonna dry my hair, and I have a lounge set pulled out, and that is laid out on my bed. I don't have to leave the house other than to go down and get the mail, and if I wait till the sun goes down, then I can even do that without exposing myself. I mean, not that anything's wrong with my little t-shirt and pants, but I mean, y'all will see me in it for the rest of the day once I get home. So anyway, do that. I'll still probably have like an hour before I start getting hungry. So we'll see what I do with that hour, but we'll just keep checking in. I'll keep talking to you. We'll see how this goes. So it'll be a pain in the rear end to edit regardless, but oh, I gotta cross the road again. So see y'all soon. Alrighty guys, so I have my water. I'm gonna hydrate. I got 5.2 miles. I got 10 rows of ribbing done. So I finished the last half inch. I've still got 10 rows of ribbing. So I have 15 rows of ribbing left to go on these salt and pepper socks. We made a Costco run, so now we've just got a big box of recycling sitting there. I'm at 14,000 steps. That's what I was going to say. I'm at 14,000 steps for the day right now. It's 9. So yeah, it's about 7:30. I guess I got out a little bit later than I thought, so it's about 7:30 when I headed out. So I'm at 14,000 steps. My goal by the end of the day is to be under 18,000. I mean, I'm going to have to move around the house to, you know, go get a project or go check my email or anything like that. So, you know, getting steps for the rest of the day is normal, or would be normal. But my goal is I would like to be at like 16. That means like over the course of the rest of the day, I move 1 extra mile. But the goal is to literally just take the day off, decompress, watch stupid TV, enjoy the day, peaceful, quiet, cuddle some kittens maybe, and yeah. So I am going to go take my shower. It is definitely hair washing day. Plus everything got crushed in the cap. I had my hair in pigtails and everything, so everything was pulled up in the baseball cap. But I am going to go shower, dry my hair, moisturize my face here, and then I've got, like I said, it's 9. I'm expecting I'll probably start getting hungry around 10, so I may go ahead and start lunch, getting everything cooked when I get out of the shower. So like maybe after I dry off and get dressed, I'll come out here, throw the Brussels sprouts in the air fryer for 10 minutes, dry my hair, then, you know, shake them up, toss them, put them back in, then drop the lamb in the oven. So anyway, that's where we are so far. All right, you guys, I got my lunch. So it's 10:30 now. I didn't start getting hungry till right at 10, so I called it. So I have asparagus with salt, pepper, and a little sprinkle of lemon juice. Same with my Brussels sprouts. They were tossed in olive oil and balsamic vinegar before I threw them in the air fryer, and then just a little sprinkle of lemon juice because I was doing the asparagus, and Parmesan cheese on both. And then we have 5 ounces of lamb. I like mine rare, so I cook this sous vide to 131 degrees, and I leave it in the water bath. I think it's for 5 hours, 5 or 6 hours. I have to Google it every time. There's like rosemary, thyme, oregano, salt, pepper, garlic, all that on the lamb in the sous vide bath. And then I just add a little garlic salt or Greek seasoning salt to it before I eat it. But very, very super simple. For dinner tonight, I do have a handful of the Brussels sprouts still left. I just went ahead and cooked all that I had prepped. But I think, depending on how I feel, how hungry I am, come 4 or 5 o'clock, I might do just some fresh veggies because I've got some bell peppers and some cucumbers in there. So I could whip up like kind of like a garlic yogurt sauce and do that with some room temperature lamb, and because I did pop this in the oven to crust it up. So you can see on the edge there, it's a little bit crusty. Anyway, just something lighter for dinner, especially since I'm doing a hearty lunch here. So haven't gotten to crochet anything or knit anything since I got home, but I did shower, get dressed, dry my hair. I gave the cats the rest of their medicine. So I've had a busy little bit here. I am at 15,000 steps now. So now Pippin wants to sit on the sofa with me, so I have to move my sock yarn stuff. But I'm going to eat. I'll check in with you in a bit. All right, so we're at like 11:30ish, 11:40. Pippin is curled up for his afternoon nap. He probably will not move until about 2 o'clock. Banner's in his perch in the bedroom, so he may or may not join us here shortly. I have School Spirits queued up where I left off the other day. So I'm like 20 minutes into season 2, episode 3. And I have my sock box. So these are the socks I'm planning on knitting for my dad. And I did cast on the toes this morning for the 8-bit socks. This is Knit Picks Felici in 8-bit. So this is the yarn I'm using for the toe is Cloudborn. I can't tell if that's my camera being fuzzy or my eyes being fuzzy. I think it's the camera, yeah. Cloudborn Fibers, Merino, Superwash Sock Twist. We have some weird lighting because of the way the light's coming in here. So we're struggling today. There we go. So this is from when Blueprint was going out of business and they had everything, on super deep discounts and stuff. I think I probably picked this up for around like $4 or $5. I got a whole bunch of the sock weight yarn. Well, this says Craftsy, so it's when Craftsy became Blueprint. That's when I did the big purchase up. But yeah, so that's the one I'm casting on now. If I feel like casting on a second pair, I have these. This is another Knit Picks Felici. This is one of the Sherlock colors, and the toes for that are going to be this. This is actually a gray blue color. It's even in person, it reads very gray, but it's kind of the perfect it'll show better when I show y'all in the craft room or out in natural light or something. But anyway, I am going to work on the toes. I suppose I can flip y'all this way. I am going to work on finishing the toes, and then I'm going to work on the row one shawl. So that is what is going on. And I just realized I've been filming all of these in portrait instead of landscape so far this morning. So we're going to have some weird, it'll be like video, picture. Video, picture. Yeah, so the cats and I are just going to calmly chill out, have fun, see what's going on. But I will check in with y'all here in probably the next 2 hours. "45 minutes later." So I got a row and a half done on the 2 at a time socks, and Amazon came, so I had to grab the packages off the front porch, sat back down, got like another quarter done. Troy called, and then the mail came. So this is what getting an actual like day off where I do nothing but try to craft. It's so hard. It's these stupid little ticky-tack things that's 45 minutes. Just poof, gone. So let's try this again. Banner has gotten bored sitting outside, so now he's come in to cool off. It's 90 degrees outside right now, so it's actually pretty warm. So it is 2:30. No, 2 o'clock. Toes are done. The balls of 8-bit are now added in. So these can now go into a project bag. Well, once I weave in the ends, these will now go into a project bag. So I can take these in the car and to be walking socks. Still watching School Spirits. So this is episode 4 or 5 of season 2 now. So I have, I can't get that around my cup. I have my row 1 shawl here in this bag. So I'm going to start working on that next. I might have to walk a lap around the living room and make sure my legs aren't going numb. But so far, successful, more or less, day off. Enjoying. Okay, guys, so it's 4 o'clock. 4 o'clock. I feel like I'm moving like slow motion. But all of my half triangles are added in, ends are woven in up to the point that I can. So I just have my 2 quarter triangles to go on the ends here. So that is what I'm going to work on after dinner, because Mama is getting hungry. It's been 6 hours, well, 5 hours. So I am going to go make myself a plate. Plus it's time to feed the cats. Both of them are haunting their bowls. So I will check in with you. Okay, so before I go take everything to the living room and sit down to eat, I wanted to share. It took me, it's 45 minutes to feed the cats and feed myself. And I still need to shut the blinds and stuff, but cucumber, red bell pepper, 5 ounces of lamb, and then I went ahead and made myself a dessert. So good. So this is tiramisu Dana and Light and Fit with 14 grams or 1 tablespoon of Lily's white chocolate chips, and then 14 grams of the dark chocolate chips. So dessert and dinner. I'll probably eat this, make one of the quarter triangles, and then eat this, just depending on how hungry I feel. I generally start heading towards bed around 8 o'clock. So I've got, 3 more hours before bedtime. But that is my dinner. So I just finished my first little quarter square to finish up the top edge of the shawl, and I just wanted to share how cute and tiny this little thing is. I mean, it's not like, micro crochet, but having done all the other triangles and all the other squares for this shawl. Look, it's so small. I'm sorry. I know it's weird, but welcome to this. This is why we're doing this as a vlog, so I can share all the weird random tidbits with you guys. All right, so I just finished season 2. I called so much of that again, but not. This isn't bad writing. This is, I have watched and read way too many things like this, but I was sitting there dying. Now, Janet turned like, whoa. And I think that's amazing. Yeah. So, I am going to go ahead and start season 3. I'm getting ready to start attaching my 2 little triangles. And then we'll start bordering the shawl. So. I don't like it. Yeah, I wish I hadn't woven in the ends on these. I don't like it. So this has worked on smaller projects before. I'm going to have to do a half triangle to get the proportion that I'm going to want here. So back to the drawing board. Alrighty guys, it's 8 o'clock. It's time for me to be done. My fingers are sore. Season 2 is over. I did start I watched the first episode of season 3, so I've had a number of no moments. So let's flip you around. Finished adding my triangles on. So I did do the half triangles for these as well. And I will do 1 round of granny stitch tomorrow, and then I think I'm going to do a shell on the outer 2 edges. So hopefully by the end of the day tomorrow I can have the shawl done. The only thing I set out to do today that I did not at all consider or touch, I don't know if you can actually see him or not, but he's asking to go outside. That's not his door. Banner. Banner. He's just determined to not look over here. Anyway, the only thing I didn't do that I had intended to do was to swatch for the next project. So hopefully I can get that done tomorrow along with finishing off the shawl. But thank you guys so much for spending my day with me. This is what it's like for my, I need to clean their brush, man. When I take y'all around the house, I realize there's so many things I really need to be doing. But thanks for spending my day off with me. I get a day off like this like once every 3 months, maybe 4 months. It just depends. Like I didn't get one. It's like if I take a day off, it's generally because I'm sick. I'm having like massive inflammation and can't do anything, or I'm in pain or have a migraine. It's never just a day off where I can just nothing and just be happy and content and do nothing. So I think my steps are, I think I did cross 18,000, but I think I'm just barely over 18,000. I'll put in a screenshot at the end, but that does mean after I got home from my walk, I kept movement to a minimum. 2 miles after I got home is doing pretty good. It's actually more like a mile and a half, but for me, that's actually doing really good to stay under when I'm sitting here. So that means I actually, when I planted my butt, I stayed planted. So I finished the toes on the socks. I finished making the triangles and joining those into the shawl. And I finished a season. There were 8 episodes. I was on episode 3 when I started. So I actually got to watch 5 episodes of a show, which is just mind-blowing. But anyway, I am going to go off to bed, brush my toofies. Cats have had their medicine and stuff, so I'll catch up with you guys later. But again, thank you for spending my day off with me. I know this is kind of one of those like throwaway moments, but I thought it'd be kind of fun because this is such a rare occurrence, especially a day off where I'm actually like by myself, where like I don't have to film around anybody else or anything. So it's just me by myself today. So I love you guys. I will see y'all real soon. Please take care of yourselves. Bye, you guys.